2014 Chevy Impala LTZ. Rear wheel bearings, okay? First thing you do is jack it up, support it, remove the tire. Mine have mag wheels, so those are 7/8. Then you want to remove the two caliper bracket bolts. They're 18 millimeter heads, they look like that. On the back side, what I did is I break them loose with an 18 millimeter wrench, hitting the wrench with a hammer, break them loose. Top one I used a ratchet wrench, and then I used my fingers. On the bottom one I used my little electric ratchet with a 18 swivel. So now I can go ahead and remove my caliper with my bracket. Okay, I used a flat blade screwdriver, remove my caliper and bracket. Got it hung up with a little S-hook. And remove my rotor. If you had the rotor retainer on, you need to remove that. Usually those are a Torx bit, a T27, or even a Phillips bit. So I sprayed some penetrant on the hub bearing housing assembly where the threads are. Now I'm going to raise it up and remove the bolts from the back side. Okay, we need to remove this nut and this bolt. 21 millimeter head bolt, 21 millimeter head nut. Okay, I removed the nut. And there's the bolt. I walked it out with my impact and a wrench, pushing it out, okay? So that's the bolt, and my nuts in there. Now this is out of the way. Now we can go ahead and go down below and remove those 3 bolts. There really isn't too much tension on here, so no biggie. Sometimes these are shot, so be careful. If they're shot, then you got to replace it. If they're bad, you can push them in. And this one's okay. All right, I used an impact, half inch swivel. Got all my bolts. All right. Now you get the wonderful idea of getting the hub off. I always take the ABS sensor out, be on the safe side. So I'm gonna lower it down and take the ABS sensor out if I can. Okay, ABS sensor is held in with a 10 millimeter bolt on top. Once you remove the bolt, then you can pull the sensor out. And I had the sensor out. I'll tell you why I had that sensor out. It's because you might damage it when you're cleaning up the hub, not the hub, but the knuckle, which is die grinder, and clean up all the corrosion that's inside there. Okay, now I can go ahead and get our remover on there and remove the hub bearing. And there's the hub puller. If you got one of these, they work great. All right, got mine from Amazon. So far, these came off because somebody did them before and they put anti-seize on them. So now you can clean this up and you won't be hitting your sensor and damaging it because it protrudes out the back of it. Okay, I cleaned it up pretty good. Got all the corrosion out of there. I used the die grinder, the cookie, and a wire wheel. Cleaned up my backing plate as well. So now I'll cake it full of anti-seize and on both sides of my backing plate. Have my anti-seize, backing plate, new hub bearing, get it all lined up with the correct holes so they all equally inside there. And when I'm removing the corrosion, I'm trying not to remove any aluminum. I just want to remove that white corrosion. Okay, I got them all started. So you'll see a half circle there, and you'll see a half circle there. So, and you want to make sure that these, you have access to them. Okay, now I can go ahead and raise it up and tighten them up from the back side. See, if you don't remove that sensor, you'll hit it with your die grinder for sure and damage it. So make sure you remove it. Okay, you got your hub bearings mounted, you got your bolts snugged up. Then you want to go ahead and torque them to 96 foot-pounds. I'm doing it in a cross pattern, 96 foot-pounds. Okay? And after you get that done, you can put some ASCs on your sensor. Stick your sensor back down through there and snug up your little bolt, 10mm head. Okay, you got your hub mounted. Now what you want to do is get your sensor in there, put some ASCs on it, and put some ASCs on your bolt threads, and then go ahead and stick your sensor inside there for your ABS sensor, and then get your bolt in there and snug it up. Next, you want to get that bolt into the upper control arm. So now all you need to do is take a pry bar like that and pry it in like that. Kind of hard to do by yourself, but if you are by yourself, you can put your chest up against your screwdriver and push it in, and then push your that upper control arm down and push the bolt into it. I got the bolt started by prying on it with this pry bar, and then I put my impact on it and I threaded it in. Now all I gotta do is put my nut on it and jack up my rear end up to get this at a level position like it's right height, and then I can go ahead and tighten the bushing, the bolt nut. Okay, I have some weight on my stand and my arm is pretty equal to level, so now I can go ahead and tighten it up. I think that's like 80, 90 foot-pounds. So they're saying 110 foot-pounds for the nut, okay? So after you've done that, now you can take your jack out. And then you can put some ASCs on your hub and clean up the inside of your rotor and put your rotor on. All right, you need to clean the inside of your rotor. Make sure there's no rust spots or anything like that. High spots, because high spots will cause the rotor to wobble, be not true when it's spinning. So otherwise you'll get a pulsation or some kind of feeling through the brake system. And also put a little bit of ACs on your hub to keep them from rusting and for future use, okay? Okay, you got your rotor on there. I put the vice grips on there real lightly just to keep the rotor from falling off sideways. So I get my caliper and my bracket on, and I get my bolts started, and I snugged them up, and then you want to torque them to 130 foot-pounds. Okay. And if you're doing the other side, do the other side exactly the same way as you did this side. Go ahead and put your tires on and torque your lug nuts to 140 foot-pounds. And when you lower down to the ground, make sure you go inside the vehicle and start it up and push the pedal to the floor a couple times. Make sure you have a decent brake pedal before you put it in drive or reverse, okay? All right, so that will be it for this video. Hopefully I helped you out with these hub bearings, and hopefully you help me out by subscribing to me. I appreciate it, and thank you.